Imagine waking up without a single worry about bills or owing anyone money. Many people feel trapped in cycles of debt, unsure of how to break free. But the path is clearer than it seems. This guide will walk through practical, actionable steps that can be taken right away to reduce debt steadily and safely. First, understanding the full scope of debt is essential. People often avoid looking at statements or bills, but ignoring the situation allows it to grow silently. Begin by listing every debt. Include credit cards, student loans, car loans, and any personal borrowings. Write down the total amount, interest rate, and minimum monthly payment for each. Seeing the numbers on paper creates clarity. Next, organize debts from highest interest rate to lowest. High interest can snowball quickly if left unchecked. Targeting these debts first will save money over time. Even small additional payments on high-interest debts can make a noticeable difference in the long run. Budgeting is the next cornerstone. A clear, realistic budget allows control over spending. Start by tracking all income sources and monthly expenses. Categorize expenses into essentials, such as rent or groceries, and non-essentials, such as entertainment or dining out. Look for areas to reduce spending without sacrificing well-being. Sometimes small adjustments, like brewing coffee at home or packing lunch, can free extra funds for debt repayment. An effective method to tackle debt is the avalanche method. It focuses on paying off debts with the highest interest rate first, while maintaining minimum payments on other debts. This reduces the total interest paid over time. Another approach is the snowball method, where debts are paid off from smallest to largest. The psychological boost of eliminating smaller debts quickly can build momentum and motivation. Choosing between these strategies depends on personal preference and discipline. Negotiating with lenders can also help. Many people are unaware that banks or credit institutions are willing to adjust payment plans if requested. Lowering interest rates, extending payment terms, or consolidating loans can reduce pressure. Communication is key. Explain the situation honestly and propose a realistic plan. Often, lenders will work with those who show commitment to repayment. Building a debt repayment fund is crucial. Even if it starts small, setting aside money every month ensures consistent progress. Consider automating payments to avoid missed deadlines. Automation reduces stress and enforces discipline. Every additional dollar applied to debt accelerates the path to freedom. Lifestyle adjustments play a role too. Debt freedom is not just financial. It requires behavioral change. Avoid unnecessary purchases, pause subscriptions that are not essential, and resist pressure to buy items on impulse. Mindful spending reinforces the habit of prioritizing debt repayment. Tracking progress creates motivation. Maintain a journal or use apps to monitor payments and remaining balances. Visual representations of progress, such as charts or graphs, can provide a sense of achievement. Celebrate milestones, even small ones, like paying off a single credit card, to maintain enthusiasm. Emergency funds are often overlooked. A separate, small fund to cover unexpected expenses prevents falling back into debt. Ideally, start with a target of 1 month of expenses, gradually increasing to 3 or 6 months. This safety net allows repayment plans to continue without disruption. Cutting down on borrowing in the future is equally important. Avoid using credit cards for everyday purchases unless the balance is paid in full each month. Understanding the cost of interest and fees creates mindfulness about spending. Mental and emotional resilience supports the journey. Debt can feel overwhelming, but breaking it into manageable steps reduces stress. Focus on one step at a time and avoid comparing progress to others. Everyone's financial journey is unique. Lastly, consider professional advice if needed. Financial counselors or debt management services can provide structured plans and guidance. Choosing services that are transparent and ethical ensures that advice aligns with legal and halal principles. Following these steps consistently can begin to turn the tide. The process requires patience and discipline, but every effort brings closer to the goal of financial freedom. Part 1 covers assessment, organization, budgeting, repayment strategies, and initial mindset changes. Applying these steps carefully sets a strong foundation for Part 2, where advanced strategies, income enhancement, and long-term financial planning will be discussed. Becoming debt-free is not only about cutting costs, it also involves smart planning, disciplined execution, and long-term mindset shifts. Once a clear budget and repayment strategy are in place, it is time to optimize income. Many people overlook opportunities to increase earnings while focusing only on reducing spending. Part-time jobs, freelancing, or leveraging skills for online services can generate extra funds specifically for debt repayment. Even a few extra hours per week can have a significant impact over months. Freelancing platforms offer multiple opportunities for skills such as writing, graphic design, programming, or consulting. Gig-based work, like delivery services or tutoring, can also supplement income. The key is consistency and dedicating extra earnings exclusively for debt reduction. This ensures that additional effort directly shortens the repayment period. Another strategy is asset liquidation. Evaluate unused items, electronics, or collectibles that can be sold for cash. Garage sales, online marketplaces, or trade-in programs provide avenues to convert assets into funds for debt repayment. Selling unnecessary items not only provides money, but also promotes a minimalist lifestyle, which reduces the temptation to accumulate more debt. Debt consolidation is another tool worth considering. By combining multiple debts into a single loan with a lower interest rate, it simplifies management and reduces total interest paid. However, it is critical to choose reputable lenders and understand the terms fully. A clear plan to avoid accumulating new debt after consolidation is essential. Increasing financial literacy accelerates progress. Reading books, attending workshops, or exploring online courses about budgeting, money management, and investment basics strengthens decision-making. Knowledge provides confidence, reduces mistakes, and supports strategic planning. Avoid content that promotes risky or haram investments. Focus on safe, legitimate, and halal income-building methods. The repayment journey can be boosted by negotiating recurring expenses. Services such as insurance, utilities, or subscription plans can often be adjusted. Providers frequently offer lower rates if requested, especially when customers demonstrate willingness to remain loyal. Regularly reviewing expenses ensures that payments are aligned with current needs. Mindset continues to play a vital role. Visualizing the debt-free goal creates motivation. Write down specific targets and deadlines, then break them into weekly or monthly objectives. This approach transforms an overwhelming task into manageable steps. Celebrate small victories such as paying off a loan entirely or reaching a milestone in total repayment. Recognition strengthens perseverance. Automating debt payments ensures consistency. Setting up automatic transfers to creditors removes the risk of missed deadlines, late fees, or interest accrual. It also enforces discipline and frees mental energy to focus on additional income strategies or personal growth. Building a robust emergency fund becomes increasingly important during this phase. Aim for 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. This buffer allows handling unexpected costs without borrowing. Without this protection, even disciplined repayment plans can be derailed by unforeseen events. Strategically, consider side investments that are halal and low risk to further accelerate financial growth. Options may include high-yield savings accounts, certificates of deposit, or dividend-based stock investments that comply with legal and ethical standards. The objective is not rapid wealth, but stable, safe growth that contributes toward faster debt elimination. For those with multiple sources of debt, advanced strategies like debt stacking can help. Focus additional income on one debt at a time, while maintaining minimum payments on others. This prevents spreading funds too thin and creates clear progress markers. Once a debt is cleared, redirect its former payment to the next debt. Over time, this creates a snowball effect of accelerated repayment. Developing a support system is equally beneficial. Friends, family, or online communities that share financial goals provide accountability and encouragement. Discussing challenges, celebrating progress, and learning from others' experiences reinforces discipline. Avoid peers who normalize excessive spending or borrowing, as their influence can slow progress. Lifestyle changes complement financial strategies. Adopt habits that support frugality without compromising well-being. Cooking at home, using public transportation, and prioritizing free or low-cost leisure activities reduce expenses and allow more funds for debt repayment. A minimalist approach prevents unnecessary purchases and strengthens the debt-free mindset. As debts are reduced, review and adjust the repayment strategy. Regularly evaluate budgets, income streams, and interest rates. Adaptation is critical. Financial circumstances may change due to job shifts, unexpected costs, or new opportunities. Flexibility ensures continued progress without setbacks. Planning long-term finances is essential, even while repaying debt. Create future-oriented goals, such as building retirement savings, funding education, or purchasing a home. Align short-term repayment efforts with long-term aspirations. Structured planning ensures that freedom from debt is not temporary, but a sustainable financial transformation. Consistency and persistence define the final stage. Debt repayment is rarely instant. It requires commitment and patience. Avoid temptation to delay payments or divert funds for unnecessary expenses. Each consistent payment strengthens momentum, making the goal achievable sooner than expected. Tracking and visualizing progress reinforces motivation. Charts, graphs, or simple lists provide tangible evidence of advancement. Seeing balances reduce over time validates effort and maintains morale. These small reinforcements prevent discouragement and sustain momentum. The journey to becoming debt-free is also a process of personal growth. Along the way, skills such as budgeting, financial planning, and disciplined spending are learned. These skills are lifelong assets that extend beyond immediate debt repayment. They provide tools to manage income, prepare for emergencies, and build wealth responsibly in the future. In summary, Part 2 emphasizes income optimization, advanced repayment techniques, lifestyle changes, and long-term planning. Debt freedom is achievable through consistent, deliberate actions, mindful spending, and strategic financial management. Combining these strategies ensures not only the elimination of debt, but also the establishment of a secure, stable financial future. By applying both Part 1 and Part 2 steps, a clear roadmap emerges. Begin with assessment, budgeting, and repayment strategies. Progress to income growth, debt stacking, emergency funds, and sustainable financial planning. Each step compounds toward freedom from debt and provides a solid foundation for future financial stability. The path to debt freedom is a journey of discipline, education, and persistence. Following these steps carefully, anyone can transition from stress and uncertainty to confidence and control. Financial freedom is within reach for those who take consistent, strategic action.